On the old Calmar Road. I think the fog has come in more. So pretty, pretty, pretty. Maybe it's a good thing that the sap runs cold in the winter. It protects inside of the, I don't know.
You know, your phone is actually more expensive than my phone.
Well, your phone is...
Martin wanted me to get the model of this phone that had 62 gigabytes. Mine is like 30 or 32. He wanted me to get 64.
Yeah.
But it was like another whatever, and I just thought it was too much money. So I have this one, which is, I still have never even come close to hitting all the memory, you know, at 34, at 32, and you have 64. You actually have this 64, when yours is 290, when it wasn't on that deal, it was 299 something.
Yeah, you said 300.
Yeah,
that's it, yeah.
Phone. And this one is, it's close to that, but it's not that much. And it's 32 instead of 64. So you actually have the fancier, more expensive phone.
So, if you get the notebook, what will you have on that?
Or the tablet?
Yeah.
What about it?
What will you have on that?
I don't know.
Oh.
I have to look at it. I mean, I'm considering it, but right now everything has to go towards,
I know.
Housing. But,
And not much. We have me. I can help you drag and move, whatever.
I just thought that was cool that you have like such a nice camera on that one. That was
I'm very
focus.
impressed with the volume and the camera because I do a lot of things that I can't do with the everything.
You do so much with your, like the podcast and the things that require memory. And that other phone was just never going to be even close to what you needed. It must be...
No, but I didn't know if I had a choice. I thought I was going to be desperate with that because I have to pay off the two phones. One is only valued at $8 now if I were to sell it back to U.S. Cellular, and it has a big hole in the side.
Right. And you're not really paying off you're probably paying off the phones, but you also had a contract on how long you had to have their service, so you got to keep paying them monthly whatever for however long.
Yeah, we'll have to restart. So I thought, hopefully I get a job and just pay it off in the whole thing.
Well, because usually there's like $200 to end a contract early or something. Otherwise, you just have to keep paying for their monthly service, even though you're not using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those fucking contracts like that, those are brutal.
Yeah.
When I worked for Nextel, people would call in and they just could not believe what they had signed up for. Because it would be like, oh, it's a really good deal and you get the phone for nothing, and it's a 2-year contract. Well, what they don't understand is if they leave before the end of the 2 years, then they have to pay the full price for the phone. So they owe this huge, that's how Nextel did it. So they'd owe this huge, like with yours, you have a $300 phone, but you got it for $10. Well, yours has no contract though. Theirs had a contract, so they would be like, oh, well, I bought the phone when I got on the... Yeah, you bought the phone for a discount with the understanding that you'd stay for 2 years. You didn't stay, so now you owe us $290 for the phone, even if the phone's trash or whatever. Plus, you have to pay the $60 rate plan every month for 2 years, and it's only been a year, so you still owe us, another year's worth of $60 a month, or terminate the contract at $200. But if you don't have the $200 to terminate the contract, then you're still paying the $60 a month or whatever until you can come up with the $200 to terminate the contract. Yeah, Nextel was fucking brutal.
The last, well, when Mom died, I bought 2 phones outright.
Right.
And that was swell. But then I didn't like the color in one of them. And I thought, well, I'd just give it to Sherry. And the only way I could get out of that contract is to lie and say well, we were in Georgia, and I lost it. I really don't have any clue where it is, except for it is in Georgia, so in a sense, I did lose it. And I tried to get her to give it back to me when my phone was crap, and she didn't understand what I meant.
Oh, bullshit. You need to report it as stolen, and then what they'll do is they'll put the IMEI, the phone identifier, on a list of stolen phones, and she'll never be able to use it or activate it or even sell it, because as soon as somebody tries to do anything with it, it'll come up as a stolen phone.
Well, where were you when I needed to know that information?
Right here. I was right here, waiting in the parking lot of Walmart. Does she still have it?
I think she still has it. It's not activated. She uses the camera on it. Because I thought the camera color was off.
She's not smart enough.
I hate bad color. I get anal with a lot of things. Writing, cameras, sound. I get anal that way. I'm gay, and we get more frustrated. I can't say about everybody, but I do.
Yeah, I wish I had known you back then.
Steered me clear. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
That would have been a lot more money in my pocket.
Yeah, she was an expensive little hobby.
Yep, $6,500 plus all the motels and hotels we stayed in. We stayed in a really, really nice one. I can't think of the name of it, but it's in Knoxville.
Oh yeah, I can't believe that she
It was $190 for a suite.
Oh my God! And why did you guys have to have a suite?
Well, we were going to get married.
Okay.
We didn't.
She milked that, didn't she? I'm glad you didn't marry her, because divorce is much more expensive. You know. And plus, she could have gotten like half of your trailer, and all that kind of stuff.
I tried to give her half of everything I wanted. She wasn't interested. When you come down, you have to go over the next hill, but when you come down by Trout Road, if you take that, it'll take you to Walmart, but you're not going to Walmart. But if you turn on that road, it'll take you to Montgomery, which is going to where we're going.
This is pretty.
This is beautiful. I love granary pits like that. You can find lots of really neat rocks in there. I miss Mrs. Got Rocks, or it used to be.
You should get this one.
Yeah, you don't have to. You can go that way. That's fine. That doesn't take you that far out of the way.
It's if you go like I grew up on the western slope of Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up next to the Colorado National Monument, which is like all sandstone and the shiny reflective stone stuff. So.
Red Rock, that's always been.
This isn't Red Rock. It's Pike and.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
that looks like fool's gold, or is?
We used to lay out up there because that rock is reflective. Man, you'd get sunburned to death, but it was fantastic for tanning. So I always wondered how this looked to other people later on. So there was like 2 or 3 of my friends, and we would get in our bikinis and then climb the rocks in our bikinis. Lots of scrapes and scratches some days, but we would climb the rocks and in our swimsuits, and then lay out our towels and sunbathe up on the top of the rocks, because it was all that pica and it reflected so well, and you'd get so tan and so nice. And then we would, when we were done, we'd climb out of it and then walk back out to the cars, because if you get the chance, look up Colorado National Monument. I mean, that was my playground. We would go up there and lay out, and that was a great place to grow up. And
I was in Castle Rock and Cherry Mound.
Oh yeah.
When I was a nanny.
Yeah, Castle Rock, fantastic.
Garden of the Gods, we went to see a couple times.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of that kind of rock formation, only very high up and lots of climbing. Now, I did have one of the girls that I hung out with.
Yeah.
This sucked. Her name was Sue Lemon.
That's great.
She went climbing by herself one day without the rest of us, and slid. Because it's slippery.
Yeah.
And on that day, she was actually like not in her swimsuit, just like in her climbing clothes with a little day pack. But she slid and cracked her head, and she ended up dying up there by herself.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Yeah, it is awful.
Okay, you want to turn to your right here?
Her mom couldn't. She didn't come home when she was supposed to, and her mom started calling us out, and we knew right where to look, and that's where she was.
Oh wow! Did you find her?
No, one of the other girls.
Oh, that's good.
One of the other girls found her backpack and then didn't look any farther and just called the police and said, "I'm sure she's down this ravine."
Wow.
And she was. Very sad.
It is.